Okay, this video will show you how to make a poll for your RSO. So from the home screen on MavCentral, go up to Groups and find your group. I will use the Maverick Involvement Team as an example for you. But once you get to your group page here, you'll want to hit Surveys and Forms. And this is where you can see all of the surveys and forms that have been created for your RSO. You may not have any, but either way, over here on the right-hand side where it says Create is the button that you'll want to hit, and this will bring you all of your options for the different surveys and forms that you can make. Today we'll be focusing on the poll option, which just asks one question, and then you can view the results afterwards. And this will bring you to the Survey Builder page, which is where you can build your poll. Up here on the top left, you can rename the title of your poll. So I will name mine the ice cream poll. And if you're having more than one page on your poll, you can change the name of the title of the page as well. Right here where it says add introduction is where you can add any introductory information that you would like your poll takers to know, or any directions on how to take the poll. So I will say select the ice cream flavor that you think is best. And down here where it says add question is where you actually add your poll question. So there's lots of different types. There's free text if you just want a shorter answer response. Otherwise there's a free text multi-line, which means that they can write more than just one line. There's multiple choice with just a single selection, multiple choice with multiple options. They can select more than one answer. Drop down, free text multi-line that I already talked about. If you want your poll takers to upload a file or pick a calendar date, if you want them to choose a group from a group list drop down, otherwise they can also rank. You can hold an election, as well as they can upload a signature. You can make a quiz, lots of different things. So I will do the multiple choice with a multiple selection today. So this is where you input your question. So my question is going to be, what is the best ice cream flavor? And right under here where it says answers is where you actually answer, or where you input your answers that you want your poll takers to select from. So if you hit add answer, you can add more than one. I will put a few answers in here. You can add as many as you want. And if you don't like any of them, you can hit the delete button over here. Otherwise, you can move on. So right now, they're all going to appear vertically, but if you would rather that your answers appear horizontally and side by side, you can do that. If you want a comment box below your answers, you can also check that box right there. If you want your answers to appear in a random order, you can hit the randomize button, and then they won't appear in the same order for everybody. If you want this question to be mandatory for your poll takers, go ahead and hit that button. And if you want to maximize the number of answers that the poll takers can select, you can change this number here. So let's say I only want the people taking this poll to be able to select 3 answers, then I would put 3 in that box. If you want this question to only be for officers, go ahead and hit that checkbox. If you want to hide the officer-only question from the rest of the poll takers, you can also select that box. Where it says access rights is where you can change who can see this poll. So I'm going to change it from everybody to only the people here at Minnesota State with MavCentral. Any additional instructions for your poll takers can be put right there, or if you want to attach a file, if you have a flyer for the poll, that can also be attached. And then any other sentence or information that you want in between the questions, if you want to separate your questions, you can insert information right there. So that is how you make the poll. So if you want to save your changes and create the poll, that's how you do that. And so now this is what it looks like. So if you go up here to this binoculars button, you can preview your survey and see what it'll look like. So what is the best ice cream flavor? And it says maximum authorized answers 3, so that means you can only select 3. So if I try and select more than 3 and I hit submit, it won't let me submit it, so the poll takers would have to go in and only select 3. So I can submit it. Now it says that I've successfully answered the poll. If I hit home again and go back to my surveys page, so now my ice cream poll is in the list of surveys I've made. If I'm wanting to share the poll, Over here on the three dots, there's a copy link. If you hit that button, it will bring you a QR code as well as a link as to which people can access the poll through. Then if I wanted to see the results of the poll, I can click on the poll again, and it shows me who answered and what they answered. If I wanted to compile a report, there's a stats button over here. If you click it, it will show you all of the answers and the percentages of those who answered it. And if you want to print this out or save it as a PDF, you can also do that via that button right there. And that is a quick overview as to how to create a poll for your RSO.